In this video, we're going to take a look at the brand new Traxxas Rustler BL-2s, unbox it, and then take it for a speed test, and then take it off-road. See if it survives. What's going on, y'all? Rustler BL-2s in the house. So I'm going to do a quick unboxing on this, and then we're going to take this out and we're going to speed test it, and then we're also going to take it off road for a quick bash with this. So I'm not going to go through all the specs and details of this, but because I did that in my RC update, but you guys know that this is the latest greatest from Traxxas. They did do an update to the Rustler, the XL5, and now they're no longer, you could probably still buy one, but they're no longer available anymore. They're not actually selling those or producing those XL5 ones anymore. They're replacing it all with what you guys see here, this BL-2s brushless system. It's a 3300 kV motor. I don't know what amperes this speed control is, but it's only 2S only. I don't even know if you can run a nickel metal on there. You probably can with reset and adjust to that. But anyway, this Rustler, as you guys see here, it does have some of the heavy duty parts and components and stuff on it. It also has this new clipless body and this new front bumper on it. Now, Traxxas is claiming 45 miles plus per hour out the box. So we're going to test this today, and I don't see like any stars or asterisks and with any small writing anywhere that's saying with included or optional speed gear. So we're going to take this out and we're going to test this on 2S quick speed run, and then like I said, we're going to take this off road. So let me go ahead and let me crack this open real quick. All right, y'all, popping this out, and you guys know gotta love the smell of a new RC car. So let me get all this stuff separated out, and I'll be back in just a second. All right, so getting this out, you get a couple of things with this. Now, I got this from Traxxas. So with that, they do have a deal where you can get a charger and a LiPo. It's, I think, about an $80 value for free. I don't know if you can get that from your local hobby shop too, but I know if you order from Traxxas, you get this. Now, the charger came in with the vehicle, but the LiPo for it did not. It's going to be shipped separately. It's not supposed to get it till tomorrow. I can't wait till tomorrow to run this. So I did, if you guys follow me on the community page and stuff, I did go ahead and purchase this battery from Amazon. Now this is a this is an $11. I think it was like $12.30 or something like that total for shipping. It's a hard case LiPo, and it's got some weight to it. So it's not just a little cheap LiPo that you buy and it's only gonna last 1 or 2 runs. It has some little weight to it. I thought it was gonna be lightweight, and that's how sometimes you can tell some of these LiPos are good from the others. Some of them are gonna be really light and they only last a short period of time. So I'll put a link below in the description to this. Of course, you're going to have to change out the connector on there, but I do have an adapter that I can utilize for now just to get this running to test this in it. So this should fit perfectly in here for this. Like I said, there's going to be a link below in the description. And if you guys can, follow me on the community page and also follow me on Facebook, because I do try to post out weekly RC sales, and this is something they had on there. Then they had some other stuff on sale too that I normally put out there. Now, looking at this real quick, we'll look at the vehicle in just a second. You do get instruction manual, some extra stickers in there, which is cool, or decals. So if you change out the body and stuff, but I do not see a speed gear in here. So we're gonna see how this runs stock out the box and see if we can get that 45 plus miles per hour. And then of course in here, they tell you probably on that instruction manual some extra stuff you can get for. So if this is your first vehicle, I do recommend going ahead and looking through this instruction manual and stuff on here. But we're gonna put this to the side because we are no stranger to Traxxas vehicles. And then with this, you get the TQ radio, not the TQI, but you get the TQ radio. So it should be fun and should be fine for what it is. Now you can always update to a TQI radio. It's got the Bluetooth and the TSM and stuff on there, but that should be fine. And then speaking of radios, you're gonna need 4 AA's for this. So there's a company out here, and I'm gonna use these AA's in here, putting this over to the side. It's called XTAR. And what they have on their website, and I'll leave a link below in the description as well, there's going to be a lot of links below for you guys to check out, is they have these rechargeable AA batteries. It comes with this, and then it's got a USB plug that I have over here somewhere too, right here. And I'll put a link in the description for this because they have other things on their site too, but I'm going to utilize these batteries in this vehicle with this. You're going to get 4 of these, and of course when these come, there's a little plastic piece up here for the batteries and stuff like that. You just take it out and you can plug these up and charge them. So I'm going to plug these up let these charge and put these in the remote while I'm trying to charge up that LiPo battery for it. But I'll leave a link in the description for this. You guys can go over there and check it out. It's pretty cool. They have rechargeable batteries, and it actually comes with the battery stuff, and it's actually priced pretty good. So there'll be a link in the description below for you guys to check them out. It says all batteries, one solution. So it's going to be good to have some rechargeable batteries that I can use in my vehicles, because I get tired of buying AA's like every other week, or sometimes I'll do something with whatever it may be, but it's going to be good to have some rechargeable batteries. It's been a while since I've had those. And these can be used in anything that uses AA batteries with that. So let's put all this to the side. And of course, there was no stranger about which color I was going to get with this one. It's either going to be the red or the orange one. You guys know this comes in a couple of different colors. I didn't like the blue too much. I didn't like the green, so I went ahead and got this. So what makes this different than the XL5 Rustler, and then of course the VXL one, is that the XL5 one does not come with this adjustable wheelie bar. So they did find a use for the adjustable wheelie bar. They didn't just discontinue it, and I got foam everywhere. This happens all the time with a Traxxas vehicle. So so this wheelie bar is adjustable. You can adjust it up. It may be 3 to 4 positions. You just pull this down. If I can get this down, it's actually in here pretty good now, because normally they're not. They usually come loose pretty easy, but you pull that down and you can adjust this all the way down so that it won't wheelie as much. Or when I take this off road, I'm going to adjust it all the way up there so that this wheelie bar won't be catching and flipping up every time I jump with it. And this does have the clipless body for it too, so it's just going to be underneath here. It's 2 on this side and 2 on the front, and this body just clips right off. So my mistake, it's not 4, it's actually 3. It's 1 in the rear and then 2 up front. You just put your finger back behind there, flip that, and then there's 2 on each side here. You can flip that and take that off. So this is going to be looking at the BL-2s system. So if you guys have noticed over the last probably about year or so, Traxxas has used this system in their 4-wheel drive models like the Stampede and the Slash and stuff. And it did okay in there, but I think it's going to be better suited for these 2-wheel drive models with here. So not too much else has changed as far as the chassis is concerned, except for this is going to be a different component here where they add this in for the clipless body. They did add the heavy duty components on here too, so you guys can see that up in there. So that's going to be good, because a lot of people do break a lot of these components and stuff on their Rustler. They have to get a bigger bumper and all that. So this ought to be pretty beefy and robust going forward. And what I also like is that it has these beefy drive shafts too. So you should be pretty much good to go out the box with this. I'm pretty sure this has a training mode on the speed controller where you just kind of hold the button down, and what it does is it cuts the speed down in half with it. So if the vehicle is too fast out the box, you can always put this in training mode for a kid and then run this on training mode with it. Also, what's going to be new is going to be this bumper that's on here too. I don't think this has full ball bearings. I can't really see up in there. I don't think it has full ball bearings throughout, so you'll probably have to add those bearings in there, which is no big ordeal. It's just going to be bearings in the front, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 in the rear. It does have a ball bearing transmission on it, and of course this is brushless ready. So I'm not 100% sure what pinion gear comes in here, but if you guys know, go ahead and put that down in the comments, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this stock out the box, and then I'm going to put a big pinion gear in there for Super Speed Saturday and take this out to see how fast this is going to go with a high-speed pinion gear in there. Maybe like a 25, I may do like a 35 or something in there, but we'll see. And we'll check the temperatures too with running it like that. And for those of you guys that are wondering about this LiPo, it should fit right in here. Taking these out real quick, go ahead and mount this. That'll mount, of course, in there. But this 2S LiPo should be fine to fit right in here. Yep. So the LiPo will fit fine. You can actually put that forward and swap that down in there, and bam, there you go. So like I said, I do have the 2S LiPo coming from Traxxas. It just hasn't gotten here yet. So we'll see how this vehicle runs stock out the box, and of course we'll put the 2S LiPo, and maybe we'll try that Saturday. We'll run it with this LiPo, and then we'll run it with the Traxxas LiPo with the speed gearing that I'm gonna put up in here, gear it up maybe 3 to 5 8-teeth, and then see if there's any difference between using one of these LiPos and Traxxas LiPos. Some people say there is, but we will discover that for the Super Speed Saturday. And then also real quick, I thought they did the 2075 servo in here, but they didn't. They did a 2056. So at some point in time, I'm probably going to update this servo, and I may put a TQI radio in here. But we'll see how that goes. That's just going to up the price. But there's going to be a link in the description too to purchase this, because A-Main and stuff does have this in stock. So let me quit my yapping. Let me get these batteries charged up here. Let me get these AA's charged up for my radio, and let's take this out and let's speed test this bad boy. All right, y'all, we're here with a box stock test. Didn't change anything or add a pinion gear or anything to this. So I'm curious of how fast this is going to go. If this hits at least 40 miles per hour out the box as it is, even with the LiPo on it, that's going to be good. I mean, but anyway, I did lower that wheelie bar down some. That slipper clutch is loose. All right, let's bring this on back down. We're just going to do 1 or 2 passes. Don't need a lot of space. It's cruising along pretty good. All right, let's see what we got on that 1 pass. We might go down 1 more time, but let's stop and let's read this and see what we got. 35. All right, let's try this 1 more time. Let's go on back down. That slipper clutch is super, it's catching. And that's just to keep it from doing all types of wheelies and stuff. But anyway, let's bring this on back down. And what I'll probably do is when I get that Traxxas LiPo, I may just put it in here just to see. Most people have said that Traxxas programs their stuff so it works better with their LiPo and stuff, but we'll see. Anyway. I was hoping to get at least 40 out of here, but all right. I don't think we got any higher than that 35 miles per hour, but let's see. I see it says 33 there, but that's not gonna be the true reading for it. So 35 miles per hour. And I don't think this is on a training mode or anything like that. So let me check real quick just to make sure. Nah, no training mode or anything. So we'll test this again if my LiPo comes in, hopefully tomorrow. I'll still test stock out the box. If you guys wanna see that, let me know. It's just right around the corner for me to test that. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna run this down 1 more time with this battery in there so you guys can see that. And I wanna make sure, I know that slipper clutch is pretty loose, but let's just go ahead and start this 1 more time. And I don't think we're gonna get any more than 35. Go all the way down here, and let's bring them on back. Try to beat this car. Can you guys see it? It's definitely cruising though, I give it that. Bring this on back here, I don't know where this car is coming up behind me. Oh, he pulled out over there. All right, let's see, I doubt we beat that 35, but it never hurts to try. 3rd time's usually the charm. So 35 is what I'm getting. So let's go ahead and let's take this off-road to see what it does. Woo! All right, y'all, test this off-road. I don't expect it to do bad or anything, especially with the heavy duty parts on it, but I got to get used to them a little bit. Out here in the Georgia weather, it's about 102 degrees today. But I had to get this out. and do some testing on it. Nice. Now this is something that's periodically gonna happen. It's gonna be this wheelie bar coming off. So I do recommend you either bring some zip ties with you or you have some zip ties so you can zip tie around this and put it at the certain height you want, because for off-road, you definitely wanna have that up. So that's probably gonna come off several times as we're doing some jumps. See, there it is again. So that's going to happen throughout this run. So I do, like I said, recommend you do that. It's been a while since I've had an XL5, so I can't remember how fast it was, but this one is the better bargain, trust me. Especially if you get it, I don't know if Traxxas offers that with their hobby shop. This is running good. If you buy it from the hobby shop and you can get the charger and battery. You do need a USB-C for that charger. I don't know why they give you one in there, but it is what it is. So this is cruising along well. Look at this. I really didn't expect any less from it. I'll take it to the skate park probably the next day or so. And then I want to see if this body can be adjusted and you can fit the previous Rustler bodies on it, and see if you can fit the aftermarket bodies on it. I doubt I'll make this at all. Woo! Stopped it dead in its tracks right there. I didn't even get up there with it. Won't be too long of a run. I am burning up out here. But I am gonna kind of launch this a couple of times. And I'm thinking about the Stampede. If you guys wanna see that, put that down in the comments. I won't be doing all of their models, but I'm hoping they will do the Bandit soon. Look how nicely that jumps. Hold on, y'all. It's two bugs just landed on my arm and just bit the you-know-what out of me. All right, we're back. Do one more big jump on this one, then we'll go to the other one. Look at that. It's jumping nice. Now, some people will talk about, oh, Traxxas is recycling parts and stuff. This is actually a proven platform, even though this kind of design for it is, I don't know, what is this, 15 years old? I do have a history of Traxxas coming up soon, and you guys will see that there where I'm talking about. Now, this thing's probably 20 years old, probably 20 plus years. You know, it's kind of based off the Blue Eagle and the Blue Eagle LS. If you guys aren't familiar with that, they had the Traxxas Hawk. But we'll talk about that in the history of Traxxas. Let's see if I can get a good jump on this one. Ooh. Now, that hit right there, I'm gonna tell you, that would have broke the rear hub carrier on the standard one. That really would have broke it because of the way it landed. And there are no bearings in there, I just saw that. I ain't even gonna lie, that would have broke that. That would have ended this run. All right, let's try this again. Wheelie bar came down again, but next time I run it, I'll make an adjustment. As I'm accelerating, it's kind of getting readjusted. There we go. Well, it was better than the first jump. So it's definitely faster than the four-wheel drive one. I think they should have put a, I don't know, something heavy. I don't know, like a 3800 or maybe a bigger motor in their four-wheel drive versions. But anyway, one more jump on here. Oh, Rust is doing pretty good out here. Look at that, full throttle. This is where it's gonna shine more or less over here in this dirt.
All right, y'all, I'm gonna do one more. If I can do this right, huge jump, and we'll see if it survives. Wow, oh. And nothing broke on that. Body kind of popped out on the side a little bit. Get that down, we're gonna do one more. I think that wheelie bar came down again, so I'll definitely be adjusting that on the next run, but anyway, let's hit this one more time. Ooh. Let's see. Nothing broke on that, just came unplugged. I didn't get a chance to solder my connector yet for that, but nothing broke on that run right there. And everything seems to be fine. Shock caps didn't pop off or anything with that, and I'm so glad they're not using the Phillips heads on here anymore. They're using the hexes, so far so good. All right, y'all, that's gonna be a run of this. I wanted to get this out. I wanted to speed test it, 35 miles per hour out the box. I wanted to run it, jump it a couple times. It survived a couple of these hits, so far, so good. So when that Traxxas battery comes in tomorrow, I'll go ahead and get it back out and test it again to see if it's gonna go faster than 35 miles per hour. I don't know if it will or if it won't. And then we'll probably take this to the skate park. I really don't wanna wear these tires down a lot, so I may get some anacondas and put on there, but then I have to gear it up. But I'll see about the whole gearing thing and all that stuff goes, and then we'll get this ready for Super Speed Saturday. Let me know what pinion gear you want me to put in. I might just put the biggest one I can find to see how the system handles it. So anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, stay tuned for the next videos. As always, I appreciate you guys watching.